Good evening, everyone. Welcome. It's Friday night, 9 p.m. and we are back here for a live session on
How to ace your career.
So guys and girls, all of you who have joined us here, some of you I can see. Hi Sheetal, Varun, Anand, Kshitija and Vaibhav. Welcome to the live session. And for all those whose names I cannot see, a very warm welcome to you. Tonight, let me again start by introducing myself. I'm Nutan, I'm a career and a life coach, and I specialize in mid-age people. By mid-age, I mean professionals with 12 to 15 years of experience. And when they get stuck in their career, when they feel they're stagnating in their career at the time they reach out to me, reasons could be different. That's what we are going to discuss tonight. It's going to be an amazing session because it's my most favorite topic and something which I've been working for almost a decade with all of my clients. So guys, it's going to be so much fun today to do this session with you. And
I'm Dheeraj Parkar and I'm a life coach, career coach, business coach. Stagnation is something which is so close to me because all my life, something that I have been so careful about is that how will I not stagnate? Let it be in my school life in terms of sports, let it be in my college life in terms of activity wise, let it be in my work being the number one, let it be business, let it be anywhere. So something that is very close to me is this topic. Let me start by giving you a definition of stagnation. Stagnation means a state of not moving. Okay, that's what it means, which means it is a place where we are there for a long time. And that is what stagnation means. So I thought I can start with that.
So, to give you an example of nature, we always see the river is flowing in spite of all the challenges that come in, and that's why the water is fresh and it's worth drinking.
Yes.
But in a pond, when you see the water staying there at the same place without any freshness, there is new water flowing in, there is nothing which is going out, it is just stuck at one place, the water starts stinking. And people around that place cannot live there because the stink is so bad, the water is not fresh, it's not worth drinking,
Absolutely.
it's not worth using. So that is something called a stagnation.
So for example, if you're walking on the road or you're walking on a path, and if you see that place where you know that there is a pond where there is water stagnated and it's stinking, we generally change the side and we start walking from that side because we don't want to experience that smell. We don't want to experience that feeling itself. That is exactly what happens in life also.
Absolutely.
So today we are going to talk about the root cause of career stagnation. How do you change? I'm sure none of you want to be in that place where people are avoiding you because you are stagnated and people are changing the route.
Yes, and you yourself are not really very comfortable. I'm sure the pond is not very comfortable in being in that stinky state.
Absolutely.
Everyone would want to be in a state where each and everyone who comes to that place is happy and appreciating of the existence of that life in any form, whether
Absolutely.
it's an animal, a flower, a plant, or anything in nature, right?
Yes.
None of us want to be in that space. So let's try and understand. Career stagnation is a very common phenomena generally found in mid-age people. I'll again go back to telling you mid-age is where people of 12 to 15 years of experience, they've explored their career, they've grown, and now they've reached a phase in their work life where they're getting a decent salary. They're doing all the things in their to-do list. So checklist is on, but they don't feel excited every day at work. They don't jump out of excitement out of the bed in the morning because they're looking forward to go to work. It has just become a habit. Out of habit, they step out because they need the salary at the end of the month.
In fact, the situation that one is into, neither it's too happening nor it's too painful. So it's a situation where you are caught up into something called as the comfort zone. Neither happy nor unhappy. And that's the time when you start feeling burnout, exhausted end of the day. So the moment one comes home, the only thing one does is lie down on a couch and starts breathing or starts watching something that will give him or her some excitement. something, and they are more looking forward for Friday nights. Oh, Friday night! Everybody's so happy Friday evening when they are in the office, because Saturday, Sunday is off. It's holiday, and also they're looking forward in the month of January, the calendar, to see which Friday, Thursday they have holiday, so that they can club Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or even Monday and take a vacation. And that's what is the state where you are in a state of stagnation.
In fact, one more beautiful way to convey this is where you're constantly in the urge of seeking breaks.
Yes.
You just want to break. You just want to break. When you constantly are using this word or you're listening to this word from your colleagues, remember and understand,
Yes.
that's a sign of that person stagnating in his career or you. So I would like to know from all of you who are listening to us, are you experiencing any of these symptoms that we just mentioned? You're not excited to go to work on Monday mornings. You're feeling the Monday morning blue. You're looking forward towards weekend. You're looking forward towards break. You go to work, but you don't come happy and satisfied or content, but you are wanting to have some distraction to cut off your mind because you didn't enjoy the day. If you are in that place, just let us know what is the symptom that you're experiencing. Well, till you answer these questions, I would want to tell you most of our clients that come to us at this phase in their career, when I ask them what are the challenges that they are facing, the usual answers are,
first, my boss is not in my favor, so I'm not getting the desired promotion or salary hike.
has any one of you said this anytime that your boss is not in your favor and so you're not getting the desired promotion?
Second, you may feel, so this point you might feel, what has that got to do with stagnation? It is an internal stuff that you start becoming more complacent. Second, I've done so much for the organization and now they are promoting young people below me, but overlooking the efforts I have taken.
Have you ever felt same? And the next thing is, I'm not enjoying what I do anymore.
Yeah.
I feel so disengaged at work. I'm just looking forward to meeting someone, talking to someone, looking forward to the lunchtime, stepping out, having a fag. More time goes there than really sitting there passionately and working.
Everybody is taking me for granted. My company, my boss, my seniors, my juniors, my client, everybody. I've been here for a long time.
Industry is going through a tough phase, so I'm not getting the desired salary hike.
I've realized I am really exhausted with such long working hours. There is no work-life balance anymore. But I have no solution. But I have to be there because I have to pay my bills.
And my colleague or my boss, my junior or the culture of the company is so toxic. I don't want to spend even a single day there. I don't wish to continue, but I'm not getting a decent offer outside. Have any one of you ever experienced this or said this or told this or are feeling this from within? Have not been there, probably been able to express.
Yes.
Or are reaching out to your friends and talking these same exact things when you're meeting them over weekends, over a dinner or a lunch. If that is so, again, like I said, you are actually experiencing stagnation in your
fact,
career.
some of the people, even they switch to a new company, thinking that there is problem in the company, environment, colleague, junior, boss, whatever. But they experience the same feelings after even few weeks and months. Though all the reasons are genuine.
So all this what I said may definitely be happening with you.
Yes.
You could be experiencing one or multiple of them.
Absolutely.
But you know, dear friends, it's not the complete picture. The truth is, when you stop growing internally, you are stuck in a comfort zone. A comfort zone which is not easy to break, even though you're not happy living there.
So fundamentally, the root cause of stagnation in your career is not something completely external. Even it may seem so. But the fact is, if you go deep within, which we do with our clients, and we make them reflect, the reasons are that we are going to share with you, but it's always something internal that you are stuck. Internally you are blocked, due to which you are not able to have that breakthrough.
So let's try and do some reflection and
Yes.
find the real causes which create a stagnation in your career.
Absolutely.
And I would really want you to be all ears and check which are the reasons for which you are not getting that desired promotion or that salary hike, or you don't feel so passionate towards work, you're not really enjoying what you're doing, you don't know where to move ahead, you're completely stuck. So the first thing is, you would be performing at your peak level, but your learning curve has hit the rock bottom. Generally, it is found that when you're performing at the peak, the learning curve becomes absolutely at the rock bottom.
Yes.
And because the learning has stopped, because you're not upgrading your skills that are required for the next level. So you could be excellent at what you're doing, but you're not good enough
Yes.
to be raised to the next level. Are you experiencing that? That you really delivered, you've been performing, you have got awards, certifications, you've been recognized by the company for the work you've done. But when you go to your manager, when you go to your seniors for promotion at the appraisal time, they say you're not ready and someone else gets the promotion.
This is exactly what I had in my 7:30 session now with one of the client, and he's a very new client, and he's an IIT, and he's 40, and he's feeling the same, that when I joined this company, I was the star, I was everywhere. Today, I'm not even being recognized. And he was complaining, and I listened for 15 minutes, and I just asked him one question. How much have you developed as a technical guy or as professionally in the last 15 years? He said, what do you mean? I said, what have you learned new? No, I'm doing what I've been doing, and I'm very good at what I'm doing. I said, but do the company needs that? Or there is a different skill set required? And then he had a big question on his face, because the last 20 years, he's not learned anything new. He's not developed himself. He's not gone out and changed.
So, skills could be either your functional skills, which are hard skills,
yes,
or there could be soft skills that are required to move up the ladder.
Yes.
Probably you're lacking the leadership skills, and so many times
absolutely
I've
correct.
heard this being told, that you lack leadership skills, and that is why we are not able to promote you.
Very
Though
true.
you're a wonderful person, you're doing amazingly well in your current role, we can't see you at the role above.
Yes.
So please check, have you been experiencing something of this kind? Have you heard these kind of lines from your management, from your seniors, from your bosses? The next one is,
you were so focused in the work that you were doing that you forgot actually to remove some time and taking efforts to cultivate relationships along the way. Mera kaam banta, bhaad mein gaya janta. Okay?
Sometimes people feel that relationship is such a time-consuming thing.
Yeah.
And I don't have the time. The only thing that is missing is time. But the truth is that each and every mentor that I've invited on my live session
Yes.
told me the secret to their success in their career is having amazing relationships in each and every company that they work.
Absolutely true.
Most of them told me that still are in touch with their bosses from their very first job.
Please go through those. They are beautiful insights you have there. Please go and visit that. You will see all of this, that these are the successful people who are given their views. And all of them, one of the common thing is relationship. Then new technologies are emerging with a rapid pace, and you are out of touch with what's happening in the industry. In fact, there will be much more changes in the job role. In fact, there was I think World Summit happened that day, we attended, and in that World Economic Forum, right?
Yes.
There was a World Economic Forum happening, and the best of the world had come, and they were saying that the most important thing that is going to happen is technology is going to change so fast, which means while hiring people, one of the most important aspects that we are looking out is, are people flexible and adaptable?
Absolutely correct.
And that's what they're looking for. That is a guy flexible and adaptable, because if he's not flexible, if she's not adaptable, then they will not be able to take it and then not be of any use. That's the world we are living into, a world of lot of new uncertainty, creativity.
So, there'll be much more challenges in the job roles in the coming years.
Yes.
You've not even experienced, it is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yep.
You've not really experienced the iceberg, which is not seen as of today. And this is going to happen due to artificial intelligence. So if you're not creative enough, if you're not used to thinking out of the box, believe me, you will be replaced. If your job is monotonous, if you're doing the same thing repeatedly, then you're not going to be able to continue in the same career for a very long time.
Now, also very important, if you do not reach out to the right people and share your accomplishments, if you feel, like a lot of people feel, I don't like bragging about myself. It's not about bragging about yourself. My boss already knows what I've been doing throughout the year. Why should I go and tell this? Then you get frustrated when instead of you, your colleague gets promotion. Instead of you, your colleague is getting salary up. You know why? Because he's gone there and shared his accomplishment to people out there, and you don't feel like.
And you don't like taking risk because you're so happy in your comfort zone that you don't like taking risk. So any new opportunities or alternative career paths which are different from what you have been doing comes your way, you don't want to take it up. You're so scared of something new that you're not wanting to take that risk. What if I lose what I already have? But dear friends, you're not realizing what you already have is somewhere already on the way to decay and decline.
Absolutely.
So you cannot be staying there for a longer time. So it's time to really up your risk-taking ability and grow and take up some new opportunities in your career.
So my question to all of you here, those who are listening now and who will listen this later, are you able to relate to any or many of these causes that we have discussed?
So to all of you who are there, I would really want to know answers from each one of you. Whenever you were stagnated in your career, have you ever been in these 5 causes that I've related? There are many more. We don't have time to really go into a lot many of them. But the top 5. 1, you are out of the skills that are required for the next role. I'm not talking about your current role, but the next role.
Yes.
Second, you have been performing at the peak, but your learning curve is 0.
Yes.
Then you just don't enjoy going and talking about your accomplishment to various different
and you didn't try to take efforts to have relationship with people. And last, you did not take risk.
Absolutely.
So where are you? Is what we want you to reflect, and we would love if people can write so that we know that you are with us.
Right. So now, if you're going through this and you know that you're sure you're stagnating in your career, then what do? Just knowing it is not going to help,
Yes.
Like I used to always tell this astrologers when I would go to them, and if they're going to look at your hand and they're going to say your future is dark. How does it matter, right?
Absolutely.
If you're not going to give me a solution on how do I change this, then it's of no point.
Nobody better than me can do this. We were financially in a very, very bad shape in our childhood days. And our parents used to go to all these astrologers or so-called whatever people are there. And they used to see our situation. We come in a bus, struggling, our clothes are bad. And they used to say that, what? Your present is very dark and your future is very dark. I don't think so anything good is going to happen. And that was very more frustrating and depressing. But nobody ever told a solution to it. And then 29 years back, I met my mentor. He told me, I can see you're in a tough situation, but I can promise you one thing. No matter what situation you are today, if you do what I say, you'll come out of this situation and you will live a very unbelievable life. And today, friends, 29 years down the line, I'm living the same life. I never ever thought that this is the life I will live. Successful in terms of health, wealth, relationship, every aspect. So that is what today we are going to do. We are not only here to share problems with you. What are we going to do with you now? We are going to give you a solution. How do you come out of this mode of stagnation in your career?
So obviously the first thing is to become aware and acknowledge that you're stagnating in your career. If you don't acknowledge that and you still are brooding over that idea, you will not be able to take charge.
Very true.
But if you're interested in taking charge of your career, if you're wanting to stir your career in the direction that takes you to progress and growth, then we are just going to share a beautiful way of doing it. We have built a framework called as 5M to ace your career.
Yes.
And this has been developed over a decade, 10 years of coaching thousands of people on the same problems. And we've developed a framework which has helped each one of them to have a career breakthrough, a major breakthrough, which they didn't experience for years together.
And we've got 100. I'm not sure we'll be able to do it all alive, but as of now, 100% results on these 5M that we have developed.
So it's called as 5M to ace your career. So to start afresh or discover a new path, the first thing that you need is, number 1, redefining your career goals and destination.
Yes.
Most of the times, your dabbling in your career is because you don't know where to go ahead.
Yes.
Somehow you completed your education with whatever reasons, probably it was a trend or pressure from sibling, parents, and you landed up in a career and you kept moving ahead, somehow figuring out your way, but you've come at a point where you cannot move ahead. What you need to do is really sit back and define your career goals and what is the destiny that you're looking at. I'm sure with 12 to 15 years of work behind you, you're in a much better situation to do that.
Absolutely. Probably you came here in this company, in this role, because of whatever XY reasons. But now you have a choice to make that where do I really want to go rather than by default reaching where I'm here now.
So the first step of this framework is called as MAP, which helps you define your destination and then work backwards where you are and how do you bridge that
Absolutely
gap.
correct.
So it's something like this beautiful thing which has become a part of our life, Google Maps.
Yes.
That is what we are talking about.
Second, as we discussed, stagnation starts from within. You are stuck internally. So the second M that we are talking, it's very, very crucial. In fact, that takes the maximum time for our clients to have a breakthrough.
Absolutely.
But the moment they have a breakthrough there, their entire life changes. And that is mindset. The second M is mindset. How do you work on your mindset? How do you move from complacency, negativity, stagnation to growth, optimism and abundance? Because most of the time we are in the mindset of fixed mindset. And how do we go into the growth? Instead of scarcity, how do we go into abundance? How to identify and fight your fears? Like, that guy when I was just talking about. So fundamentally, the biggest reason why he is not able to grow because he's scared. But it is not easy to accept at the age of 40 that I am scared. So first I need to identify and fight my fears which are actually stopping me internally to go out there and take that risk to ace your career.
The third one is about you decided you have a map, you decided you have to change your mindset and get into the mode of growth. But
Yes.
that requires some practical steps which you need to take every single day.
Yes.
So that you can stay motivated and inspired to take actions to achieve your goals.
Absolutely.
This is very true that when you define a new destination, it's not going to be easy. The journey is not going to be smooth.
True.
There are going to be challenges. There's going to be newness. You're breaking your comfort zone. It's not going to be easy. So what is that you can do? Small little things every single day that will keep you motivated and inspired till you reach your destination. And from there also, if you want to stay on the path of growth, you can continue doing this so that you keep acing in your career. This is nothing but called as momentum. How do you maintain the same momentum that you felt when you were young? You came here energetic, passionate to create something, to do something, to get that recognition, people rewarding you, and somewhere you've lost that light, that passion, that energy, probably the hunger. How do you maintain that hunger from here till the last day of your work is called as momentum. I do tell this to my clients that rituals is equal to results.
Yes.
The rituals that you perform every single day gives you the results. I see people saying, I don't know how all of a sudden I've become so fat. It's not all of a sudden. It's every single day when you're eating that little additional food.
Absolutely. Or you exercise every single. People say, you're so fit for so many years. I said, because so many years I do my exercise 1 hour every single day. Plus, I have complete control on what I'm what I'm eating.
So every small little thing that I do gives me a result over a long term.
Absolutely.
So if I'm fat, I'm out of shape, I'm feeling lethargy, it's been those small little food habits. Probably I love ice cream. I had 2 more scoops instead of 1 scoop. Probably I knew I have to get up and go and exercise, but each day I switched off my alarm and I went back to sleep.
And I said tomorrow morning.
Absolutely correct. So small little things which I need to do every single day to maintain that momentum, to maintain that hunger, that drive, to keep growing in your career.
Now that's the third M. The fourth M that we are talking about. One more thing that I see my clients struggling when they come to me, they all feel, I don't know, how do I go out there and show people who I am? I said, what do you mean? So fundamentally, it's about they don't know how to market themselves. Then it's like you need to brand yourself. You maybe feel why? Yes, it's important. Today is the world where Joe dicta वो बिकता है. You need to brand yourself. You need to create your own market. You will have to find out resource that how are you going to market yourself. And that's the fourth thing that we work with our client. How do you market yourself? Because if you're not going to do marketing, nobody is just going to come and pick up. People need to know you exist. People need to know how good you are. Like, one of the most beautiful thing I love about her is, even though I do it for my clients also, the CV that she prepared. Like my client, when they see the CV that she has prepared, based on all the inputs they have given, they themselves were surprised. Said, "Ma'am, we never knew this is what we've done and this is what we have achieved." And that's why they get a breakthrough.
So, when you have to market yourself, now, when you've changed your mindset, when you've changed your career goals,
Your
there's a
momentum.
new destination that is there. You have started changing your lifestyle, your habits. You have to go out and market that new you.
Yes.
People have to know there is a change. There's a wonderful example here I would like to share. So, one of my clients who is in his 40s, doing well in his career, not excellent, but doing well in his career, when he came to me, he said, I'm looking for a new opportunity somewhere where I can really give in my best, do something great. I'm in this career, I've done so much, but I feel somewhere I'm not getting what I truly deserve. When I got to know him, I understood his mindset. I kept working on all these small little changes that he needs to make every day, and changes which are not related to his career at all.
Yep.
Changes were required for him to change as a person. And he kept saying me, every next month he would ask me, okay, so when should I look for a job? I said, you do not have to do anything. You just have to keep changing yourself. The day you become that person who deserves that next role, you will just see the opportunity walking in your door. And exactly 6 months down the line,
Yes.
there was someone who reached out to him and gave him that opportunity. Now, when he was sharing this opportunity, this was a one-on-one meeting they had for 1 hour. They met somewhere outside. After the end of 1 hour, the guy who had come to give him this job opportunity or opening in the new company, he said, I can't believe that you're the same person whom I knew for 10 years.
Yes.
You are so changed and so mature to handle the role. I was a little unsure whether you'll be able to give your best, but I'm so happy that you are going to be the one who's going to come and join my company into that new position that I'm looking at. And I'm so sure now you will crack all the interviews and you'll be the right person. In fact, I'll stand by you and fight for you because I know you're ready for this next role. That is the beauty when you change from within.
Absolutely. And people need to know you've changed, because that's the key. And final M, it's about the strategy that you need to implement to get the desired job, or change your career, or look at your own role with different angle and grow in the existing company, which we call is the last M, that is methodology. What methods are you going to use to either grow in your existing company or get a new job? So these are the 5 M's that is required to break through in the world of stagnation that you are into. And as humans, it becomes very easy for us to believe in things which have happened. So we have started the series of mentors sharing their success stories and how they accomplish. Because when we listen to people, that's the time we realize that yes, this is what they have done. I also need to do the same thing, because it's simple. They have done it. Why not just follow them? Because they're successful. So
and in fact, I'm so happy to say that each and every mentor who came here validated this framework in different ways. They
Yes.
used different words.
Yes.
But this is exactly what they were sharing through their different experience in their entire half an hour, that how they worked on all these 5 M's and how they have been successful in their career. So if you want to really make a fresh start, the best way is to connect to someone who can help you walk this path.
Yes.
Because it's not going to be an easy journey, and you have been in your comfort zone. It's like breaking out of your inertia to risk, inertia to take that fresh step, inertia to that zone that you were so comfortable, secured and safe with. It's not very easy.
Absolutely.
You need that push. So it's better to find out someone who can hold your hand and take you through this journey. Of course, the final decision is yours and yours alone, because at the end of the day, it is your career. So whether you will take action or you will waste few more years brooding and thinking over the same topic again and again, reaching out, venting out your frustration either to your
Absolutely.
loved ones or to your family and friends, and they would be saying, "यार बस हो गया, अभी तू ये रोज का रोना हमारे सामने मत किया कर." That is the choice that you need to take. Remember, the time that is lost can never be bought back.
So my only suggestion to all of you here, don't waste a moment. If, I repeat, if you are stagnating in your career, then go out and take some action.
We've already given you action points.
Yes.
Even if you take one step, believe me, it starts the ball rolling. And you will reach in the stage where you will find some option,
Absolutely.
which is something which you're passionate about, and you'll enjoy the next 20 years of your career, because that's the most important aspect of each and every one of us who's working. It is really, really crucial to enjoy what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So that's it from
Our
both of
side.
us tonight. Thank you very much for staying here with us. If you have any queries, please drop in the comment section and we'll be there to help. And do wait for a moment or two and share what on those experiences that you had or the action steps that were missing, and that's why you're stagnating in your career. See you again next Friday at 9 p.m. on
How to ace your career. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Good night. Bye bye.
Yes, have a wonderful weekend.